And I want to tell you the truth. There was a time when I was suicidal.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Kaden Kemba. I'm here with Delcita, and today we're going to snuff up in our life. Delcita, where they come back?
Me a come, man. Me a come. What's up, Wagwan Kenyan?
I'm here now.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. We want to find out about you. How have you been?
Wow. Me good, man. You're fast in my life. Make me fast enough for you. Alright? Me know you. I know you're my daughter's very good friend. And you are who they call a Yorkist. Now, who is a Yorkist? What school would they have attended?
York Castle.
Alright.
OG school.
And let me also big up Mr. Treasurer, your principal, and the staff up there. They have been good to my daughter, and I think she has been good to your castle. She did very well, and you did very well too. And thank you for being her friend as well. All right. So you say you want fast in my life. What you want to ask me? Because me say you're dead if you ask me question.
Well, what I'm curious about is, how is theatre?
Theatre is theatre now. Theatre is closed, very closed. So basically, there's nothing to do except now and again I hop on online. I've been able to do a few online shows. Yeah, basically that is it.
So how have you been with that?
Not happy. Basically I would have lost quite a bit of earning because theatre is basically my life. And also, I'm a guidance counselor as well. So I do quite a bit of guest speaking. I have to thank those persons who have been able to engage me for guest speaking. Thank you so much. And as we said now again, we put out something to make the people remember say.
Yes,
We them about the place. Delcita still alive. But I'm not online much. Also, after many persons have been prodding and say, no man, we need to see you on YouTube as yourself with your own channel, you can now go to Delcita Desk, right, on YouTube. That's my YouTube channel. And I will put content after content after content.
The people have been asking, so we're wondering, where are you?
Me there, man. Me there.
And I feel like we don't see this side of you that much. So I've prepared some questions here to ask you.
What you say?
So we're going to make this interesting, right?
Alright.
So what I want to know, or what the fans want to know, I think they have it in the back of the room,
Right.
is what is something that your fans would never have guessed that you'd be doing in theatre?
What is something that my fans would never have guessed that I've been through the theatre? My health issues.
Your health?
My health issues, yes. I suffer from endometriosis that was diagnosed just before I have my daughter. In fact, when the gynecologist diagnosed me, he said to me, I remember that evening, he said, you know what, you need to get a child right now. I say, me after me they plan for African, yeah, no. But do you know what endometriosis is?
I have an idea, but I think the fans would like to know.
Well, me know what, you want to research it? Your phone have internet connection?
Alright, so it's right here. So endometriosis is a painful disorder which the tissue is similar to the tissue normally inside the uterus, the endometrium. What it does is grow outside the uterus and sheds when the cycle is new. So
reading load, make they hear, because we don't think they hear what you say.
Alright.
Because
So,
they will understand the pain that we go through.
alright, we're going to explain how it works.
Right.
So what it does is thickens and breaks down and bleeds with the menstrual cycle. So because it's trapped in the body, it causes a lot of pain for women. So everything that is supposed to flow doesn't flow as naturally as it's supposed.
And a lot of women have endometriosis and they don't know. They really don't know. So if you notice what it says, it scars the tissues of the endometrium, right? The uterus. All of them depart. What that have to do with reproduction, right? So most times people who have endometriosis, they can't have a child because the tissues, the lining of the uterus and all them something. I'm not a medical doctor, but they're scarred, very scarred.
So it's something you can catch easily.
I don't know if it is a catch. It's not like a common cold. You understand me? That you catch. It is basically, for me, it's something that you're born with. I don't know if there's any food that leads to the development of such, but I know it tampers severely with women's hormones. When you have it, remember, menstruation in and of itself is very painful for most women, right?
Yes.
And it makes us moody. But endometriosis triple that. You know, I would want to believe that from I was in high school, it would have been showing that I would have had endometriosis. We never know nothing about that though,
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you this. When I started menstruating, I think when I started menstruating, now when we did day, which part of life me did, was it third form, right? And remember when my grandmother said to me that, so I would have been in grade 9. I remember my grandmother sent one message going on a phone, or not them the time there. She sent one message to my very stush grandfather. Say, when him a come if you care, I want to do something them for Andrea because she start. That was the message.
You know, okay,
That was the message. And her only thing to me was, you try now, stay away from boy picnic. That's the only thing. Right? And I remember I normally have very, very painful. Oh God. It was just so painful. My menstruation, I used to have some belly aches that went on top of some. Remember, then I was living with my grandfather and my step grandmother, and my real grandma who I grew up with. She would have sent, God rest her soul in peace. She would have sent something when you must see pepper rilled or whatever, and tell them to boil it and give me for drink. Or I remember if a dog, but what are they sitting there? She used to send come.
You wouldn't know.
Yes, come give me. But the funny thing, then my aunt who lived in Canada, thank God for her, she would have sent down packs and packs of what do you call it, pads, right, for me. And I noticed though, when all my friends in my class, they would have finished after 4 or 5 days, then done, and them are going, day 10 me are going, and I done, and day 11, yes!
See, I drop down and things there. Look how long you bleed for.
And day 12. And my menstruation, the shortest cycle I would have is probably 9 to 10 days.
Wow.
9 to 10 days was my shortest cycle. And so I remember I used to have severe headaches as a child. Prior to my menstruation, I would have headaches. When I was going to primary school, yes. And I remember my granny, blood, my granny body now. After me at 8 months, she have me, so you have to understand, say, as she, a mother. Yeah. It's like my mother. So she knew all the nuances about me. So she would have said, like she hear me say my head hurt me, she would have said, Lord, poor thing, me hungry. And she would have just hugged me around my shoulder and walk me no bad. And she carry me there's this lady named Miss Rose, Sister Rose, in a Frankfield, Sister Rose cook shop, she cook it best. For her chicken when it brown, like this pretty and it shiny, that you want to eat, you look good. And she carry me go on her back and she says, Sister Rose, she don't want little food for her for me, And then we eat, and for some reason by the time we eat, my headache would have been gone. So she really and truly knew that it was a matter of because I was hungry. But then she would not have known that time that I was suffering from low blood sugar. So it was when I had this consistent headache. Jesus Christ, we have some headache in our life, man. Jesus Christ. And then at 15 years old, the same time, my step grandmother said, no man, your head hurt you too much. And when I'm going to the doctor, I'm going to let you come with me. And she took me to the doctor. And the doctor said, when you please allow her to eat a little more salt than everybody else. Make sure she eat a lot of vegetables, make sure she get a lot of codfish and then because something which are saltfish. And he says, because my iron is very low. So that is why I know. And say even when I become an adult, I'm not even a member. Then I meds too much, what I must say.
Yeah.
Because at the time when he said my iron was low, I never started my menstrual cycle as yet. No, I'm just a member, no. I was diagnosed low iron prior to menstruation. So just imagine when me start menstruate.
Yeah, bleed so much.
Me say my fingernail them normally white. You could have take my fingernail them and write by the blackboard at school or they white. So basically, that I'm giving you my history to tell you how much it has affected my theater life. So basically, when we start menstruate now, we realize say my napkin them now. Not because I had enough, but besides menstruating 10 days and a gala, I realized that I would have to go bathroom pretty often. And as I put in my uniform, Edwin Allen uniform, clear blue, So basically, big up Edwin Allen High School, big up Frankfield, Clarendon. So basically, me I feel afraid, when you get up here, I wonder, what galang bakayo?
I have to take the sweater and tie it.
Not talk about that part. Remember when we turned prefect now, and prefect you wearing the white top and the blue skirt. Remember one day, one day me I worry so till because they had a meeting and they kept us in the library for a very long time. So me say, you know what? Me come out of the meeting and the nurses station was right below the library. So I went downstairs, had on my sweater because if you know Frankfurt, it can be cold, right? I had on this white sweater. When I went into the nurses station, because I prefect everything she along for going and, without having a valid excuse. So basically, me go in the bathroom and me take off the sweater and me put it around me like it is a slip. Then me put on back my prefect skirt around it, fix up and look for myself in the mirror and me look so neat. You would never have thought I have on a sweater underneath it. The nurse did come from England. So, she has this deep accent. So I said, nicely, thank you, nurse. And I'm leaving. And by the time if you got step up his stairs, she said, oh. Hello, Andrea. You left your cardigan inside. I said, what do you mean, my name cardigan? I said, me realize what she's saying, So I said, pardon me, miss? She said, you came with where it is. Go check if you left it in here. I say, God have mercy. Now tell me, say me have to go pull up this nice setting where me have for me body to protect me. And I had to go in there because I couldn't tell her that's what I did. I got take off the back, put on it and come back out. So when me slow, I saw me catch, I saw me catch when I go back because I'm like, geez, me no want mess up because you have all the staff. It was they were having a trial of some students who got into something and they wanted evidence and as prefects we had to be there and so forth. So I saw me catch, I remember me leave. But I've had some real at high school, luckily, I had my girlfriends Marlene, Joan, Sandra. Marlene is now in the States, Sandra the Canada, Joan is some supervisor at a bank in Savla Bar. But trust me, I had very good friends and they would check for me. But at the same time, I didn't know that this thing would follow me into my adult life, right? Now Bob's turn adult now, For a while, I know it didn't trouble me. Now, know that you attack. For a while, but it was always heavy. Jesus Christ, menstruation heavy, embarrassing. Me change. If I menstruated 9 days, me change sheet the 9 day.
Even through the clothes?
It's me soak. I me get up and change 3 times to the night. Me can't guarantee. It was just always annoying. Alright, so theater now. So what started happening I remember when I was working at Heart NTA, Stony Hill Heart Academy, right? And I would have gotten into theater at that time. I saw something like I saw. But in the days now where I was doing in 2000 or something. When I started my professional career, I remember once I was at school and I'm having a meeting with the principal because I'm always a part of either I'm a part of a board, or I'm a part of a development committee, project development committee, or something. Always a part, Papa Students Association or something. Hey, Delcita here. What's up? Let me tell you something. I have health issues, and my health issue is that I suffer very low iron, sometimes almost anemic, fainted, and all them something. They whenever I have them little something, there sometimes I miss functions because of how weak I feel. And when I get weak, when my iron drops very low, as they say, Lord, our sugar drop on our yes, you know, I just have to sit down and say I can't go. Rehearsals, all them something there. Sometimes I forget rehearsal, and because I do this and do that, by the time now I for jump in a vehicle and drive go, me can't left because my iron drop on me and I feel like I go faint and all them because something there. Now I have discovered a product that has served me well. When I say serve me well, serve me well. Me no, up to the other day, I'll cutlass me have me not afraid for telling them me have cutlass a chop out me Desired Balance is the name of the product. It's the name of the brand Desired Balance. They have one called Full Joy. They have one called Iron Boost. There's another one called Morning Burst. And there's also one that is called Oh My Callaloo. No, my favorite is Oh My Callaloo. To me, you are so wonderful. Now, these juices, they are combined in such a way that when I drink them, believe you me, my energy they way up and stay up. Yeah, I remember once I was doing a project with, and the principal wanted to know what was happening. He ran to me for some information. So that time, I was, I was like, when he caught up with me, I was on the corridor and I was rushing off to the bathroom, right? And so to pay him the respect and courtesy, I stopped. I was talking to him, and my God, that dam broke. It broke. I froze literally because I know I was 100% mess. And I said, "Sir, I have an emergency. I'll talk to you." And I want him to move from the spot because I know I'm in serious trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this kind of challenge that I've had, it's not just for theater. It's my professional life in school, when I was a IT technologist, because I used to be a lab technician. And then as a guidance counselor, as a teacher, all the time, it has affected me. Absenteeism, sometimes you can't explain it because you don't even know what to tell people. Because the headaches are just so excruciating, you can't.
You probably write it off like
them are what things say me I look excuse.
Yeah.
You know much time I'm suffering, and persons believe you're making up this story. Because when it hit, your head, when my head hurts me, it feel like somebody takes some rock stone and pack up in my head. And I want to tell you the truth. There was a time when I was suicidal.
Does it hurt that much?
There was a time in my life, and I remember exactly when I was at Stony Hill Heart Academy. I didn't want to be absent from school. I remember the weekend. I had a set of knives. My head, it doesn't matter what I did. I make soup, I make this, I make that. Yeah. So, it was terrible. It was awful. It was really awful. I like me say, yo, never end my life as a car. Me can't take it. Yeah. And then I think that's when it was at that time that I became a vegetarian. There was a part when I became a vegetarian because somebody explained to me that if I started reading up on endometriosis, and I realized that I should change my diet and it would make things easier.
And did it?
That's why you're seeing these juices.
We'll get into that.
Alright, no problem.
But even when you were on tour doing the driver, how did that work?
The driver, when I was doing the driver?
Yes.
Me love, me darling. Me have some times when me I do the driver, we never nice. It never pretty. Theater for me was difficult. I remember the headaches. The worst part, is because my cousin in Canada, she gave me a little trick that I could do to help me with the flooding. Because I flood me call it. Me can't call it nothing else, it's flood.
I believe you.
right? I was using a pack of 18 last me a day.
Wow.
A day. A pack of 18. If me have two left over, me make yes. If I had two left over out of the 18 pack, me say yes.
So much food?
Yeah, my light day was like 6.
Light
Yes, man. When the tail end part, that I like 6.
in comparison to one and two. People
That's why
that
I'm
use.
so weak. And that's why I have some. I couldn't understand the headaches. It's when a herbalist explained to me that my headaches, and when I read the books as well, is because I don't have enough oxygen because my blood is so weak.
Yeah.
So remember the blood transport oxygen around the body. So my blood is so weak, it affects my heart.
Yeah.
So sometimes I feel like, Lord, all of me not attend NCU, Lord Jesus. I'm if I climb the stairs them at NCU. All one when you have steps to Christ at NCU well long when you look up so you can't done. Sometimes I have to stop and hold on for my heart because it's so weak. It is so weak. So what they explained to me is that my heart muscles are so weak. I don't have enough oxygen going around coming up to my head. So that is why I have so much headaches because no blood not circulate up enough oxygen up there. So they also said to me that sometimes what I'm to do is to turn upside down so that the blood can run down. So I would like I tried everything in the books. I tried everything in the books, but my iron has never been normalized. No matter what I tried, my iron has never been normalized. I remember in 2017, Dr. Reed Mandeville diagnosed me full-blown anemic. Him said, no, you have to do it, you have to do it, you have to go to the, what you call it? Where you go? When you go, doctor, go do? No, he said I have to take out everything to stop myself from menstruating. Because me can't continue so. Me feel like they like a feeble woman in a day when I go to it, me feel like they like a 90-year-old woman, you know. And so me feel me this weak. I'm saying no, Andrew, you have to do an operation. You man, you have to do an operation now. You can't manage this. All of your life you have to fight this, yeah? So for theatre now, let me tell you for theatre now what used to happen. Even my theatrical friends, they would think many times that I'm menstruation. I'm pretending.
Yeah.
I'm being pretentious. Because remember, the next thing about this with theatre when they did start fret. Remember when they do the driver, the directors and the producers were worried. They thought I was pregnant. Because a thing I didn't explain to you is that whenever it's that time of the month, when my menstrual cycle is on, I'm also very nauseous. I go through as if I'm having a terrible pregnancy. It takes me into pregnancy mode.
So
and endometriosis has that about it. Some would have vomit. Oh God. Would have vomit down the place. I'll be very nauseous. Certain things we can't take for smell. Because when me smell it, make me head hurt me.
When did I think you're pregnant?
So they think me pregnant and they start worrying so they're going to lose money because me have played such a big role as Delcita.
Oh God.
And see them be gone. So I remember, I have to look in the cameras and say, Trudy, thank you. Trudy, Gertrude. Should I like that name? The Gertrude Campbell Fraser, who plays Dr. First in The Driver. Thank you so much. You are a treasure. You're a gem. And sometimes when she come and she rub me and she said, Lord, they think you're pregnant, you know. There are so many things about the sickness, about endometriosis, that you can't tell people. Because this minute it might make you nauseous for a while, so you don't know what to tell them. And I'm trying to protect myself. For example, if I do an interview to be a guidance counselor, if they say, is there any illness that we should know about? I don't know how to explain it to them. You know, because I might be able to go through my cycle, say, halfway, and I'm good. Right? But then, all of a sudden, we pop down like whole house, we draw along and thumb down off a hill. Pop down. We left school good. Tell everybody bye, see you tomorrow. Tomorrow where? Where?
we're gonna make it tomorrow.
When I get home, it just lick me down. Because it's like the iron just deplete from my body. I'm going to find myself, my head hurt me, and somebody call me and say, like they would have come, principal come and say, Miss Wright, did you get the numbers I asked for? I didn't, miss. I gave it to the other counselor, miss. She said, you okay? Yes, miss. Come in, I want to talk. I don't want to talk. And those are my darkest days because I don't want to see light. Anybody who suffers endometriosis, when you're going through it, you don't want to see any light. You just want the room to be dark. Light affects you. So when I come out of that cycle, and I go to the door, I feel like one zombie. I feel like somebody will never walk. Me never used to sunlight. My body feels weird. And I lose half month every month. I don't know if you understand. I'm menstruating like 12 to 13 to 14 days. Not 2 weeks that. So I'm losing 2 weeks of every month. So me always have a pile of clothes to wash. And people might wonder, why should I wash so much? Because I lost a period of my week. A period of my month. Like I always have to have a lot of clothes. So I have to grown go wash nothing for wear again. Me ever have to have all of clothes.
So you ever reach on stage?
If it ever reach me past stage, how you mean? Me the past stage already. I mean I've seen past stage and I have to sit down and I can't sit down. The whole scene me have to stand up. I mean I have to work the scene as if it is a standing scene. Me can't sit down.
So
I cannot sit.
So the light never affect you?
No, on stage, when I'm on stage, remember that it's psychological. I make up my mind that I have to do this. Alright, when the pain is excruciating, because it's not belly aches I have, it's headaches. After a while, when I reach in my adult life, I stop having stomach aches. So I didn't know what it was like to have menstrual cycle stomach aches or stomach cramps. I never had cramps. I had headaches. I mean, severe headaches. So basically, I'm having a nasty headache. We're having a big show. Everybody's enjoying all the big lines. I remember this line that I had. When it was just website, and you would hear everybody, the radio announcers saying, find them at www.whatever. And I came up with my own website line. And then a driver, when me look on the lady and say, you can't breathe? You know my website, www.whendelcitahavesex.com. You see, when me a menstruate, I have my headache, and me deliver that the line. Because when me deliver that the line, then, man take them chair and chew in our ear, It holds audience flat, because them just a run up and down. Everybody just a dive and a dead with laughing on a bap. When me deliver that the line, them used to have to hang on. Sometimes slide slightly, stand up at the doorway, slide slightly to the back, and do so. And grip my teeth, and wait till them done laugh, and me stiff up, and me take a deep breath, and push in back, and look like me alright, and continue my line them. Me are dead. People now know say me up they are dead. Donald Thompson, who played Mr. Bull in The Driver, I had to say homage to him. Thank you so much for supporting me a lot of times. Because sometimes see it for me say me a go. And like me have certain scene and him look for me good and widening eye and look if me alright. You understand me? And more time me a dead fi want scene cut fi run off. Fi go change. Because if me stay up there, me a go embarrass myself. You can't take technician about this. You can't tell nobody about this. This is a problem. Because it's a personal problem. So you can't tell them you have to just hope say 16 case. Right? And sometimes you catch and you hold on and you talk and you laugh. I say, God. Me want sometime when we get used to the whole thing now, more time now because bad boy Trevor him cool like that. Not that he knew the challenge I had,
Yeah.
but he has this sensitivity for women that I liked about him. So if him see me cut 2 lines, he might only come on the shoulder and say, hey, that's the, you ain't give me that line, man. I'm in a wait for him. I say, me may feel well, man. I say, all right. He was very understanding. Trevor is so understanding on stage. So basically, after a while now, me start find out some line where we can cut and probably use back the same line because Trevor is flexible like that. So if I give back the line in our next scene, he will take the line. You understand me? So me cut it so that the lights, me can get lights out and rush off a stage. And then Trudy always didn't know. If you help me quicker, Delcita wear one whole heap of clothes. So you have to lift up.
We all know Delcita wear one heap of clothes.
And wash me hand fast and dry them and whoops back on stage. There's a next time too. I remember once there were times when my head hurt me so much that I don't think I could do the show. Me just really, it's not just the headache, but I'm so weak, I can't move. Right? And my ex, I'll call him D, he was there for me many times. There are many times I remember Trudy, if he send him for me, send him over, because me can't drive, me can't hold his steering for drive. So him if he come, when he come, because him reach the theater and think me did it, Trudy said, she know there, and Trudy no want to raise an alarm for people know say me no did it, me not the audience now, but everybody concerned, the production team, she don't really want to raise no alarm, say me not there. So him know that he drive like crazy from Kingston, come a Spanish town, when he look at me, he say, Lord God, after you can't do it, sure. When he look at me, I did it, and me say, raise me up, and me catch some. And me catch. And I saw me catch the vehicle got town. And me go on. There were little things, that me would have do, like drink or something for see me could have stay energized. Me not have no sponsorship from those people, so I can't call the name. But I drink them, and that would have last me probably until the end of the show. And then me collapse again after. It happened to me everywhere. Canada everywhere. Remember me there, Toronto, me for the show, and me do a show at Toronto where all know if you ask me how the show go, I don't know. I don't. Because every time I finish, me have to come back and lie down around on the floor. I don't know what I did. I have no recollection of the show. I know I went in a vehicle. I did reach late. Because they were there and they kept saying to me, we have to hold the audience for you. Right? But they can't hold it for long because it was a double show. So we have to finish by a particular time. And me know me going. Me no remember, me can't remember. Me no remember nothing that me know say me lie down. I can't remember if I go on stage, me can't remember anything. That would have been the worst because for theatre again, for traveling, we're going to tell you this for traveling now. I'm in Florida. I'm traveling from Fort Lauderdale to Atlanta, which is a short trip. Flight about probably 25 minutes. Me put up like donkey. When me there at the airport, in at the airport, I'm going to the bathroom and I pad up. And I say, alright, me good.
Like how much pad we have?
Probably about 4. Make sure say sort out. To the front, to the back. I'm and I don't like to carry hand luggage more than so. But one thing, I'm always protective of my costumes. I said if my luggage should be misplaced, I need to have my costumes. So I put a black shorts in my carry-on and a top and an underwear as well, just in case. But I know I was safe. I know me safe, me good. And the plane land and I feel nice. And Trudy look across for me and I look back for her and I say me good. And they say, okay, passengers, you may know whatever. And me get up. When me get up, me just feel one damn bus. When me look down upon the people, them plane can't hit. Say, Lord God, have mercy, Jesus.
4 pad. You bleed through 4 pad. Trudy think everything good enough.
So Trudy knows start walk. Trudy is she's my personal assistant. She just always there for me. And she do so. She said, where your suitcase? And me say, me do so to her. She do so? Me can't sit down back. Me can't walk off. The person who was sitting on the window, I was sitting in the middle seat, me not forget. The person who was sitting on the window, me ease up and I say, you can go along. And them, the short flight, they're not full of people, so they want to turn around. So Trudy said, luckily I sat close to the back. Me rush go in the bathroom and me in there try clean up and I try clean up. And Trudy, the people them say, we need to, what's the language they use? Like, you know, me no remember, me can't remember now. And Trudy, if you run go down to the flight attendant and say to her, say, me have an emergency and tell her and me did it and me hurry up for see what me can do and pack up all I load them up. Because you know them the little bathroom, they by the time you turn around, you turn full. And me manage and all we mean them announce. We would like all passengers to deplane.
Oh God.
And then me managed to fix up. And that was probably the first time I wear shorts in the public. And remember them all look at me, I wonder how me go by the other actors. But because I'm the type of, I travel alone a lot. So Trudy said to me, say everybody gone, you know. And I said, that's cool, man. Because she are worried because we normally travel in a group. I said, that's cool, don't worry yourself. Because I've been to Atlanta. I know Atlanta, airport, we got everything. You just follow the arrows. And if anything, you ask questions and so forth. And me go on. So when the rest of them see me, I see me look different. Me know them I said to them, say, they don't know this are clothes that she can put in plane either. I will make sure that different clothes are washed. So she must have go meet somebody. It never mattered. What used to hurt me most is when we had several connections. And I used to beg the promoters, when you're booking us, don't book us where we come in New York, but we end up we have to go to Charlotte, and then we were from Charlotte, we have to connect until, you know, we have to connect Washington DC, and then into New York. And they wouldn't understand there, and they would be saying like we're miserable. So I said, look, imagine, I couldn't help one day. I said, imagine we are females, we can be menstruating, you know, and it's difficult for us to be traveling for one entire day. Yeah. You left your yard from 4 o'clock in the morning, if you catch one 6 o'clock flight, and you're not reaching New York till probably midnight. It's hard because it means that there are several inconveniences, especially for me. The inconvenience is not having enough food to eat, having to change regularly. By the time I reach, my iron is depleted. And they say, lad, they can't take her, she this and she that. And they don't understand. And you can't explain all of the problems to them that you have. You know, because these are personal challenges. And you can't explain it well to them. It's rough. Rough. Another thing with outside of theater life, when I got into the school system, and normally I take temporary posts, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. I prefer those posts. The longest I've ever taken is 8 months, right? And my education officer would say, Andrea, you're ready for work permanent now. And you can't explain because I want to say, look, after a while, I'm going to be so sick that you're going to be tired of me. And I don't want that to be on my record. Because after a while, inevitably, there are mornings when I wake up. I don't know if I'm going to make it. But honestly, I don't know, but me know, so I don't know if I'm going to make it. Because I'm so weak. The menstruation is so heavy. I put on my pad, I put on my sanitary napkin. Dress for go to school, put on it. Me pad up good. And by the time I reach I doorway, I have to turn back. Me left from my bedroom to the doorway, I have to turn back. Sometimes it carry me just as far as to the car. basically that I could go on and on. This might have to be a part 1, part 2, part 3.
Yeah,
It's a
realize
lot
I
to
have
talk
a lot
about.
to say.
It's a whole lot to talk about.
But based on everything now, you seem stronger. What has been going on?
Me much stronger. You see that hand here? I'm gonna show you my finger. Me don't know if them can see it. Me start to use our cutlass. One time I could have wipe out house. Me could have used no cutlass. Me could have done. Me come from country.
Yeah.
These juices. I have to say thanks to Desired Essentials. They desired balanced. Desired balance. Desired balance. This one, the morning burst. This one, full joy. That one here. This is my go-to. Lockdown. Right? And this also. See? Look at the name, what it says.
Iron boost.
Iron boost. My go-to. Iron boost, lockdown, full joy, morning burst. Desired balance, thank you. I want to say right now to anybody out there who's suffering what I have been through. If you have endometriosis, if your menstruation is extremely heavy, if you feel lethargic in the mornings and you just can't make it, full joy, morning burst, lockdown, iron boost. Those are your friends. They are my friends now. Let me tell you something. Me not take iron supplements again. One time, me couldn't do without it. And then me run to. And me can wash, cook, clean, wipe out all 3 times. Wipe out all 3 times. That's what is happening to me now. Me stronger than ever, honestly. Honestly, I have to give God thanks for desired balance. If I never for them, me don't know what would I do. Because but I still, up to when we had the pandemic in February 2020 and school was closed March 13th, I know I was upset that week because of the same low iron problem. Stress would have killed me. How my head hurt me. And I can't explain why my iron so low. You see, since me have them here, as there's a God and change my diet with these desired balance, my friends. Talk to me about it. Inbox me on Facebook, send any message, ask me how you can get them. If you have your child and your child is suffering endometriosis or has serious heavy menstrual cramps, have serious heavy menstruation, and them iron is very, very low, and them always listless, lethargic, everything, desired balance. Alright? But Kadian, I will not keep you any longer. It was my absolute pleasure talking to you for your fasting in my life. And there's much more to talk about. For me story them can done. All the best in your studies. What are you studying, by the way?
Technology.
Technology.
You would know about that. No?
Alright, that's the way to go. Take care and all the best.
Okay.
Alright, bye-bye. Bye everybody. Thanks for listening to my story. I'll see you another time on Delcita Desk. My channel, subscribe. Click the subscribe button down the bottom. Where we say, click the subscribe button. Click it. Alright, subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye, Katie. Take care.